Hello, I'm Tariq Al Olaimy. So what I was talking about today was actually return to a subject in which was actually very close to our hearts and very close to our minds. Many hundreds of years ago, particularly in the Arab world. And many communities in the Arab world, from the Bedouins to those who were living in the mountains, to those who were really forming the first civilizations and innovations in this region, all went to the same source. They all sat down and they looked at, okay, what is actually nature doing? What are the innovations that are out there in nature? Our religion and our culture tells us that actually all the answers are there, that all the secrets all around us. So many people used to sit down and say, you know what, we should read nature as if it is scripture, as if it has those answers, as if it is a book for us to learn how to read, and to design our societies and the communities around that. And that is the essence of what I was talking about today, and it's a field called biomimicry. And biomimicry comes from the word bio, which is life, and mimesis, which means to emulate or to imitate. And biomimicry is the conscious emulation of nature's genius. It is studying nature's models, its processes, its tools, its innovations and technologies, and emulating them to solve the greatest human challenges that we face. And why this is so important is because nature has had 3.8 billion years of actually research and development, and actually has figured out what works and what doesn't work in terms of innovation. So you can actually say that nature is in fact the greatest startup in the world. It is an entrepreneurial system. It has infinite valuation. It has figured out how to solve issues related to water, related to climate change, related to the environment, to nanotechnology and health, and all these different fields, and all these things that human beings are actually trying to solve now. Whereas you can sometimes go into a bee community or an ant community and see that they found the solution many years ago. So the message I think I'd like to give is really when we're designing our world, when we're designing our businesses, when we're designing our organizations, when we're designing our curriculums, when we're actually designing our innovations and technologies, that the greatest source of inspiration and the greatest source of learning is actually from nature itself. And it is not something that is just sort of pretty and it's a nice concept. It is something that many different organizations are starting to implement today. And because nature has had this incredible head start over human beings, we find these most incredible innovations that really humbles you as a human being. And the really takeaway I think that I sort of left with everyone today is when you are sitting down and you're on sort of the drawing board and you're trying to come up with a new solution, ask what would nature do? And when you ask what would nature do, I think you'll find some very